ade achie biom ya wada foforo asan abeto yen ene 22nd September 2022 afina ena ekwawie ne de obo ade ase se ode ene so achaye medidi akosi asabia asumeni Nsem A Esisi dwumadie ena wani gusu a wo hwe aha original television ene ede na ye hwe ye kwowa na wotwe mu de wo Ghana ha de a na asama abeto dwa no ene sebe nipa ekunkumakunkuma ekoso ewo wa na eya kwame se Ghana ha no sese no usori bia se wote se obi ewu yakun obi ena ano endre ya na mankasim osofo no ohene onso ekoku abayo kama na esini kama ene so ene me ne wokase ya busuafo etwa adwo efise omode hye konkono atwa nananom ewo nsedo edian ena ekoso ewo man Ghana de bia me kase oman wei oman ba kopa yewo sesebe otu kwan akotena amanone kaka na so akotena other countries kakra ka obehu se uba Ghana it's different if you say we see airport kwa from e fa ho kwa no different e ma wo fere se wodu fie wodu wudiem enti no Ghana ba kopa ene yewo yentimi nseye oman no ne enkotena baabi wo ye den wote hefa wo ye citizen wo hokra wo ye citizen chen se uba oman Ghana mo enuti no esese eye mene wasede se bibi bone ekoso aye bohu dawro na wona efa omo ho no omutumi edidwuma efa ho ena no pei mene wo ekowa ewo Upper West region wa ye kro bi a eben Burkina Faso na fiti May Nsem A Esisi wo besi ena mene wo kasei enya asama eye asam papa ye ntwe ye ho ne ye bra ye ba ye be ko wa ye correspondent aye ready wo ho kunkunkuma e call so a me no kase pa be se 10 efiri mu omo wo ha na omo ayera ya be che omo ubehu no na wahu omo body ni so hu a hu full body no na part bi wo ho ayeyi edien e na ekoso ye ntwa ye ho na ye mbra sisi Mesamo akwa basonko kra mbra original television Nsem A Esisi dwumadie ena wani gusu a wo hwe ene mi producer Cynthia Kans any production team no ena ebo machi do ma me de dwumadie ebro en tell me kan no ye kowa ewo Upper West region na ede na esi ewo wa fi memu ena tese wo ha no what se nipa ba akwa ayera yakohu ni body ewo baabi nipa ba akwa ayera yakohu ni body ewo baabi edidi mu a abesi September we na tese ade no nipa bonifuo bi ena ehye akiri a omoye sa ade no ekunku nipa ye bechewo security man oda school bia no ne akwache no oba bi tese ye cheche omo na ne ma no ya rehosam no kra se ebusuafo na se ye kohu emu na part of the body ni bi wo ho a eni ho etino na eye arehosam na eno no ena na wotwe atwa mu de fiti Monday ya besi eye Tuesday Wednesday de na empaying security apparatus na se wona ye omobo ye ho ban no na dodo na ewo eye wa IGP owura dampare ekufu dampare ekopie mu ewo wa kohye omo nkrahye se obemomodin ahwe se sa nyamra sam na ekoso wo ho no ode beba awieye Minister of Interior owura Ambrose Derry so ekopie wo ho a ono so ede nkrahye sam ekoma ebusia ene ahemfo ene Ghanafo a ewo eye wa na asamba ko a abetodwa ekunkunkunkum start ewo wa no se ohene pon a owo wa ana ye frɛ no Wa-Naa ana se oye ohene a owo wala traditional area ejai ede atodwa se esese police dwumadi a omudi ewo wa ho no ana se Upper West region ho no ye sakra mu kakra osusu se police fo na dwuma no sebe ensisu ye ensipi enti no osra IGP se on ye sakra mu kakra enti na no ye ne mpanfo a omu ni mote efa bampo ho sam obedi nkita ho ahwete se ohen no ka se ye nye shake up ana se nsisaye ana se sakraye bi embra eye police setup ewo region ho a edien ena ope akre security wise no anasa bambo mu nsem no de na ohen na hu nti asabe ode etudwa se police panyini no emeye nsakraye ewo ho osusu se ebia I mean ye share all round osusu se ebia police for ne mmom hu modern ye ewo ne region ho anasa osusu se ebia police for no kra nim nipa ponifo ni bi na omo ebo omo hudwa na se omo de omo asi ana ni nyina no ye ne eye wona omo ni mo de efa bambo ho nsem ho ebedi nkita ho de afa ho ti ene no ye share eye war killings Wa-Naa demand for shake up ewo police setup ewo region ho no eye justifiable ana I mean ehun abehia ana se bebe yedu no ehun abehia se police for no yensesemu ewo eye wa ana na yensesemu a ede no hin na hunti a okasa ana ade na police for no aye wo region hunti a okasa ye hwe nim se ne ye correspondent be kasa ana before that no ye ne ye kohwe Nsem A residents no eka emra IGP ene interior minister ekoye a omo ekohye omo bose omo make sure ana so omo be hwe se nipa bonefo na ye saade no ebetimi achi omo ana so omo de sa nyamra sam no ebebe ewie before ye be kono mama infantu to say prime suspect a omo suspect say ohye nipa bonesam echi no police for no ensa etimi aka na yenkoti resident no na yembra ye ba ye be ko ye correspondent wo ne nna kokasa after police for no ba na after IGP ba ye after interior minister ba ye after Wa-Naa eka say yenye shake up e police setup no e wa no edien enesi
na enumu enat ewo honum eye wo ye kire editia empenifo na mum ekufu dampari kopiomu ewo honum no wo hyebo ekire se wo behwe no metimi aboban no mayire bambo mukete ewo mpatam honum ewo sanse kro na mu no Wa-Naa ekire se sanka IGP ebeye nsakiraye ewo ne mrante animu a eyade se bebo wo mu pa enne yamade bofo etisi emonten so enitimamufo no bi ekasaya wo mu echese mu ogidie ewo Dr. George ekufu dampari emu se wo behwe aboban nemum adesene se wo be maneni akowo pa na wayire bambo mukete edi amawo.
In terms of security, we have to be positive per our structures. It is the Ghana Police Service we are expected to rely on matters like this.
All right, it means I am Embra Original Television, Nsem A Esisi so na o hwe no. Yenkwa na ye ne papa ba ko a eye sa ekunkumakunkumi e ba ye no empanyimfo ana se ahemfo a ewo ho eti ekuo bi a ye from Wa serial killing civilian search team. Team no omu leader ye san aka no ye ne no endi nkita ho ewo ahoma no so ora Indrisu Sufyan mpacho mamoni ya oba na wabo ede achirame. All right, Idrisu, good morning.
Morning.
Mpacho will send them no pronounce mame.
Idrisu Sufyan.
Sufyan, okay, me pacho mate. Me da se when ya brena one ye kasa. So IGP abaho interior minister abaho nti kasa the big wings of security apparatus e wo maimo eba eye wa during the week no. Iti mo search no mo dey keep on hold and asa mo gusua search no
Medo ase unya the search na ya no ya da so mo ya search no me no ka say kura ya won re ma ya gusua ya search
right enti yenhwe mo team no emu sai na munyaaye
sir adie ne sasia no be 2 months I got 3 months no bibi positive bia ehwi adie mu ba ya ewo ya edwuma civilians no to omugun o say on be ya abo mo ho wa ye nyina ya ti a enne oda ontimi nkata weni mienu na at the same time no say o kata ba ko we bra na odi ama we so o kata weni mienu na unnim o be da so na be bia oda yes, sorry, I say, yeah, so and then they 13 day. At the end of the year, they now conform me and sano. And kachre Wa-Naa say the normal na ekono anko benya ho a anko omma civilians no yente group na police for no omma abambo say the bear obusi ni mu ayen so de betima ya abo security na ka ya abo om bana police for no omse no na ade say ya kwa kosirenya civilians adwuma yesu ehun say ade na ekono ese ebo mo enye say ye adwuma ne say ade bi wo na say a yen so na nye na ai say mo semina na ma mo kwan say security adwuma wo Ghana internally in muna yesa mo ye enye say be adwuma aye ba ade na enkoso no ya ye te Wa-Naa sa no ma no aba beji atu egu ye so enti eni ti de ti sa ku na ye sori ankofo you be 200 ye ko 300 sori bia na ehye mbemu a bibia asa o mudi sa nyamra asem no ye so nam ho a ye de ye betima ye o ya femu aboa situation no.
Okay, Timo no Mr. say mo ye equipped. I mean, then amukita because minim say police and as a military na ya ye nim so mo wo mo ne ama mo de sa dwumedie no mo ye equipped.
Equipped said equipped ne dey say technological equipped and say weapon wise.
Well,
nim equipped now.
So na wo ka say mo wo ngura mo kita weapons bia eba ne critical amu betimi dey defend them one
yes said dem kra weapon bi sa was ade said akwakoye na kesi police for no me kwan na nka yesu ntimi nkra sa weapons ni be but omo excuse omo de man say said the number na chere omo ka so bi ankokuta weapon na wa hwa na so akwafa asafufo bi aba e na ye ka che omo say the anka omo me mo number emfa say ye trend na ba omo 10 na 20 kra weapons abebeboa ebo ade wona mwrem e na nkofo no so mu di say adwuma no ye di still omo around enti I say ya ye de nwa atu agwa ye say adwuma no kra ya life for risk no say ya no wo ka say enti wona na say weapon nkra wa na say okohia sa nipa boy ni bia oni ma de kra ono eni nti da weapon aye nkra nti na ye konhu omo a bebi omo ti a police for ba omo boss harry omo ti mi dwane ye ake kra weapon a aka police for ba na ke achi omo ato ama omo abefa omo akọ.
All right. Mimisa momo ne timamufo no e na di nkita ho e wo obi kan say day to day activities e wo eye kromu ho. E de na mususu say eye the cause of this killings.
Cause in the sheda nya hu concrete e bi say we na cause but say atem bia esi a mutimi boaboa obo say we be say we but so far no ade a ye hu an say like omo a young guys omo sorry a omo ma say kwa bia so omo yeska okrom ha
Okay.
omo na yegidi say omo na omo di say adwuma no bo omo meku omo nyina mema obehu emun bia na I say baby krope no omo twa the private party bia no omo nyina kuma aka ho enti akwakwa say adokro ewo omo meku omo nyina ye hu omo no and so far bodies no sisi nyina ye hu omo enti na still ye wo inside ye hwe say nyambe boa me hu say de ekoso.
So after the visit of IGP the Interior Minister no nkrahye bi abakromu ho the nkofo mo ne mo team no so mo about 200 to 300 youth nkofo no mo ye adwuma and as a resident and atemamufo a ewo ho no IGP ba ho na think say the first time oba Wa-Naa any Interior Minister ba no monya nkrahye bi a mo hu say I mean security wise no bambo bi sign eba Wa-Naa.
Ya be do mo asese asama twa a mo mienu nyina timi ba say Interior Minister kra de anka ya ye ba but ba na mo ba no mo ba say sem bia ekoso a omo nyina hu say entwa ye nti na mo ba but ade no akwakwa ehu the more say time na dey na IGP ba no dey na obedu wa adisa ya na omo sa so ku obi ka ho orukwa de bebi omuku na omo de betu highway ena sa incident na see between two police checkpoints enti ama ehunu kra koso dem more
it's between police checkpoints
ya obi a onimwa bia wo free what town na say wo ko what secondary school a ekọ UDS road on baby no
na just say on person mo che so omunso police for no
ɛno na asɛm no ɛno na asɛm no
enti team mo search no mo ya kosi da ben na time frame ben na mo de ama mo ho
yɛ de yɛ chance yɛ yɛ be yɛ no 2 weeks but said yɛ normal rekɔ no yɛ best the 2 weeks na call do time you know say asɛm na ɛkɔ form na say measures be put in place a bit ma check say
all right finally mami bisa obi beka what is the feeling in the town then na timemufo no omo feeling enumre enkane no na time be na wusu so omo da sese ebo time be na wusu obi akra ni krom
what kro na obi onimu abia nim say after work youth groups no omo wo baby a omo tete a
joint
as usual na wada ntama 10:30 11 lie but sisi a unse wan so oba wa kremofo ndos wo wa
right
and the last prayer no more observing around 7:20 p.m. Sisi asem no kosi ye no obi fi masalachi a no ko ne fie e just nipa no watch abonti a 7:30 no we inside obi anim dey be see in the next minute nti oba wa na sebo 8 p.m. a onam street mu obeka say sama fu bi na wa ba beto so obi ni street no be na economical no affect omo ananka omo ye night clubs na is a papa business no omo ye indomie sa omo obi a oye edwuma after 6 and 7 p.m. mu nyina aka omo nyina economically.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's it. So unya bre ne ye kasa ya why ye ni guso edi mochi if anything pops up ye be back to mo group no na ye ne makasa na mo ko no mo hwe mo hu ye why na mo so ma fa mo nkwa ankotwa so owura Indrisu Sufiyan ye wa serial killings civilian search team leader ye team a so mo ye be say between 200 to 300 traditional council no ati omo say omo mwa police fo no na omo hwehwe nipa bonifo ya omo ehye sa ekunkunkumi echi na maybe sa security expert no and a consultant no say this civilian team no enye indictment on the police ana because if the police with all eniamo omo intelligence ni bibi omo no we still need a civilian search team to help them I don't get it into no security expert no and as a consultant no ba line so ye no ebedi sa enkita ho no uguso ahwe Nsem A Esisi original television so ene ye hwe ekunkun a ekoso ewo wa ewo upper west region na eno so na abetodwa se fiti May na ehya ase a nipa beye se edu na yeku omo na ye yare hosam ne se omo kohu emu na yeku ne dem omo kohu emu na omo private part anaso omo akoma eni ho nti dudu na suspect say ritual killings but yenya official report from intelligence and as intelligence department of police no emfa emaye yanko ahoma ne subiom ne ye correspondent Nkasa Musa Adams ewo line so good morning Musa. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Yeah,
line no uwe chwe pa ya na wakasa den kakra na mate mentimi ente wonka anopesa wo ho ye. All right. And so me say the same question. Apart from say after IGP any interior minister eba ho no na esi come returning back to Wa-Naa residents no enya rehemu say yes indeed bibi say ekoso nenso bambo ho nsem no ya hyemu kena ebeboa omo ana.
Well, if we look at the past days after IGP visit, calm in a way has been restored to us. Still, residents are still panicked and they are still living in fear. Though there's heavy security presence in Wa as we speak, but there's still a bit of what do you call it? A bit of fear within some residents living, particularly areas where particular killing has been happening. But I must say, calm is restoring in Wa.
Okay, so one of the major issues are the traditional rulers complaining, even when the president went there, no, apart from say IGP, Interior Minister, when the president visited the area, no, or the etu say need street lights. It's sometimes parts of the town no dark. As we speak now, no, any sign of putting up street lights across those areas, Anna?
There is no sign at all. If you look at the major streets in Wa, in the particularly in the night, are very dark, and that is a major security threat to most of the residents. That's where this killing has been happening. From 7 going, the area is completely dark. Even around 9, 7, thereabouts, people take advantage of the dark streets to commit all manner of crimes. So with all the complaints from chiefs and traditional leaders when the president came, and even when the interior minister visited the traditional authority, that same call was made. When the IGP came to visit Wa-Naa, the same statement was made that the dark streets are one of the major reasons for these killings, because people take advantage of the dark streets to perpetrate all manner of crimes. So it's still that we have not seen any sign, any movement from now that we are going to see some improvement on our streets. It's still that from 7 going, nothing has been done about the streets. No repair work is going on, no fixing of new street lights, but nothing of that sort is happening in the municipality.
All right, so you claim, sir, some sort of or some resemblance of calm are returning back to the town. So night businesses, one are only night pubs, there no guys coming together or joints, no, I resume and as a still in the ebo and you may no more coffee.
So this time around, it's still around 10. If we move around time, 10 p.m., most shops are closed. Because we are still not sure, residents say they are still not sure whether, at least, it's gradually picking up. Because when, for the last Monday till Thursday, Wednesday, there about 9 p.m., all shops measure, the street looks empty. But now, around 11, most shops are closing around 11. So we can say gradually calm is restoring. But shops can still operate their normal hours because they are not safe. Who will be next? And where exactly these people are targeting again. So we are not all sure in town. Because of that, this time around 11, all shops have shut down. All streets look empty because we are still not sure of what will be their next target and who they are targeting. So it's still a major issue in Wa.
All right. So any news about the prime suspect now? Police for arresting on Monday.
Well, he's still at the investigation. Because what we are told is that because of the nature of the crime, they cannot rush him to court. They may want to delay him to interrogate him further, get more details, and as to whether he is part of the syndicate, is part of what has been happening. Because of that, the police intelligence around him is very much high. They want to make sure that they get all the information they want before they put him before court. So currently, we have not been told when you put before court, but they are still interrogating him, whilst investigators are still going around town, still looking for more information. Yesterday, for instance, some of the crime areas were visited by the detectives and undercover investigators who are in town. They are just in town doing their work, while he's still in police custody, assisting them in an investigation.
Oh, okay. Can you describe the prime suspects? I mean, age brackets, no? What are you saying?
Well, he will be around 40s because that's where they have placed him. He's around the 40s. He's from the name. He's from they are saying he's from Upper East region because of his name, Kanka Adongo. And if you know Adongo, it is a name from the Upper East region. So that's how he is. He was picked in an uncompleted building. That's how he was picked, and currently he is not speaking any of the native language in Wa.
Okay.
He's not speaking Wale and those kind of things. He speaks other languages, but not Wale particularly. So that's how he is now. So he's still under investigation. So we want to wait and see whether, though other people in town, prominent people in town are promising people to volunteer information. They are putting an amount down for anybody who will volunteer information for peace so that they can help apprehend these killers. So a lot of things are still happening in town. Other stakeholders are still praying, organizing, doing traditional ways so that it can help the police get the perpetrators. These are all things that are happening close door in Wa. And Wa-Naa is still sad about the situation. They is very much sad about what has been happening in the soil in Upper West region, particularly what has never witnessed this kind of killing. And it is a source of worry to all leadership in the municipality, and they are praying, calling for a security personnel. When the IGP came, Wa-Naa was very vocal because he told him point blank that some of the security personnel, even in Wa, he wants change. He wants them to do some kind of reshuffle, transfer most of the officers, and bring in officers at least that they can have trust in. A lot of things were discussed. IGP called for a closed-door meeting with the paramount chief of Wa to discuss some pertinent issues that he thinks that it should not be open to everyone. So it was a friendship discussion, and they discussed the mutual things that can help them get the perpetrators. So for now, if we come to normal activities within the day, goes on well. But in the night, most people rush in because we don't know.
What will happen?
Information we are picking, they are not only targeting, what do you call it, only males. Even some are reporting that if they are just targeting all males, if they get you, they will just kidnap you and do whatever they want to do with you. So it is a big source of worry.
All right, Adams, finally, before you go, what prompted Wa-Naa to ask for the shake-up in the police service? What have you been hearing? What have you been noticing about the police setup in your region or in Wa, your town?
Yes, the Wa-Naa in his statement said most of the officers, they've been in town for a decade now, and they are not more working effectively in the region, and because of that, they relax on some of the security information they give them. And because of that, he thinks that an officer cannot stay in the region, particularly a security officer, for more than 10, 14 years, 50 years in town. Because of that, they no longer take the people serious. Okay. And he thinks that if they bring in new officers who will come and take the security matter serious, it will help matters, because he believes that some officers might have been not doing well, or sometimes leak information to criminals because they have been with them for a longer period. And he believes that if they bring in officers, it will boost the confidence of the people, because all this happening, the residents were accusing the police of not doing their work. They said the police have relaxed so much when it comes to security operation in town. So they want to see new faces in their region.
Yes, sir. All right. Adams, thank you very much. And please next time lend the tree so that it will flow much for tree. Anyway, thank you. Adams Musa, Upper West Regional Correspondent, Edema Ignite Media, Metro TV, ne Original TV, and mostly no ya na okampo for the pa. And your can say some sort of calm, and I say if you say IGP ne Interior Minister ba, and I say abutoye mikakra aba eyekronima dodo na eko munduma so na emom edura na adwo de a sune nyabo be 7 na wo bi adwane akohye ne dem a osuro se bia na akoye wo yentwa ye ho na ye mbra ye ba ye hwe se ye ni MC a owowa betimi akasa ase ye ni ye resident security consultant Ora Richard Kumado enso ebedi kita ho efa eye Wa-Naa ne request and as a demand or the ato Ghana Police Service enim yentwa ye ho na ye mbra sese a Efe na ade TV no ato ha oguso ahwe eye Nsem A Esisi ewo original television so ene ye hwe eye ekunkunkuma ekoso ewo ewo Upper West region na efimemu na ubetia yese yabe fa obi ubekọ na yakunu so abekọ no ni body parts no anase ni nipa no nipadua no na parts bi wo ho a eni ho na parts dodo na private parts anase akoma no na yetu edekọ na enumu a na didi mu saa obekase no munim say one off thing bi enumu na didi mu saa me ne okase de timamufo anase Ghana ade hye edu na omo acha na nanem won said na say yeku omo a obi nim onipa oyese na me ne okase de prime suspect ye suspect say ono na ohye saa dwumedi na se no police for achina or three police for kukumu a omo eye nhwehwemu se one nkofo ben na edi saa dwuma no yankwa homa no so ye resident security consultant ewa homa no so Richard Kumado ye ne no endi nkita ho na no pe Ora Kumado, good morning.
Morning, Minaba.
Bacho sa wo ho ye
Bachan.
And let's go straight to the point. Dear Nebema Wa-Naa akase omuhia shake up ewo police setup ewo eye wa
Nama mienu anasa nyensa. Number one, killing ways, see as na acheka na police for honso. And number two, cheka kra and ye dinames no call ye. And number three, kra and damp record do ho. So one said damp record do ya yakasaya or the 300 men ni call ye no. A brosti mora and a numbers no call up kakra. In line with that, omanya suspect is here, and omanya 2 bodies and I said 1. And it's a papanic cancer, next year, police for more my body son na and son, and also said there should be a shake up, and I said, much of and they are becoming familiar to the people. And I said, more efficiency, our form kakra. And these are the 3 main levels, Wa-Naa to make cancer with.
So the setting up of the civilian search team any indictment on the police service?
Definitely, to me can I can say we share down Paria. One of the strengths is upper frontline policing. And to upper no abeko. Na so call no abuanu kakra. That has been his strength. And to call and the public engagement is very good and a man results no. But I want to say traditional authorities many of the hunters, they came together and Omobua police. Throughout my 30 years and I said 26 years of law enforcement and I said security intelligence operations, public engagement, civilians, there were key people, investigations, normally we consult them. Almost to me, pastors, almost to me, traditionalists. And they said they come together to resolve this particular issue. To the extent that down Pariwa on board, they say, Obekoboko with the helicopter, not will be what issue. No, other than that, a creative problem.
Mr. Kumado, any also na yes, say the use of like weapons, unlicensed weapons, civilians, what that much. But with the setting up of this, I maybe say team leader and see new weapons, but I know say you will not say they have. But maybe say. So you're setting up this sort of civilian team now. By all means, they need certain things to work with. Emma, the way I can say, you na unlicensed weapons, these wrong hands, and cost.
Oh, me name the parameters of the setting up, but normally, Omamudi a watchdog committee. And say a first line of intelligence gathering. So when you see something, say to the appropriate authorities. And indeed, this is a mom weapon. Say a mom weapon, before you can have the weapon, number 1, you have training. Number 2, the weapon has to be licensed. Number 3, guidelines for using the weapon have to be spelled out. And number 4, the custodian of the weapon itself. And these are the 4 perimeters. When a provided weapons, when a kita weapon, obey using it bench. Under what circumstances me uses our weapon? Weapon I demand on the on Paco Yeden. Those are the questions I bisa before they give you weapon. But say a watchdog committee and I say young men as part of community policing there, I don't think they will give them weapon. They will give you weapon when you have been trained and you have the license to carry a weapon.
What do you want to do for na air cost wo krom ho e ma sa adwumade we yesi and I mean this crime
wa ba be ye cosmopolitan matran wa for like 8 years.
Oh, I see.
Those days no na community living and about 12 o'clock area and as anopa 8 now all of us like 8 or 10 you can go watch it or rice with cow leg, cow bones, and people like the bones. Then we all sit down and eat. And see, that we live in a community living. To see our cosmopolitan. All manner of persons come to work. And today I said number 1, police management approach in the best sense. Number 2, intelligence guidance strategies no best sense. Number 3, levels of police in the Beko Africa. And then number 4, numbers of police, any specialized skills police officers. No, I said they will get it at work. Other than that, the BNI will provide the intelligence, but the police number needs to almost need the technical abilities and I said the logistics to work. It may create problem for them and they will become ineffective. Then again, one other issue was from Wa Central to Hamley, from Wa Central to Tumu, there's a distance. From Wa Center to Gamago, there's a distance. From Wa Center to Solar, there's a distance. And so more central one, they would have been more effective. So effective communication and I say collaborative efforts within this area. Other than that, they'll be struggling. And Wa-Naa to make cancer, and the youth have gone on rampage several times. And see, down Paro, now your bomb pie say. Before I say the helicopter have got command over Koboko, now or resolve it fire issue. Other than that, it's becoming too many of a mess.
Last week, now you to no protest here and during the protests, almost attack some foreign shops, Nigerians, Burkina for are they suspecting them?
And no much about that, the anger and pain and the amount for me I see out of ignorance and as emotion. Because those days, people don't lock their shops. And they are not thieves. You can't steal. But you see, Waba Baye cosmopolitan. And see, Sebanisa, now you're suspecting Obia. But in spite of that, Nebehian say, police for one will have to calm down temper. And number 2, we resolve the issue. Once the issues are resolved, we don't care who we are. Because as Africans, we were in London, we're in US, we're in Canada, we're everywhere. I just came from Kenya. And nobody say because you are Ghanaian, you are this. When you commit crime, let the laws of our country deal with it. You're very fine.
What's now how say 8 years a day? They were mean bisa. Almost everyone suspect say a ritual killing. I mean, a bit me yes.
Definitely, who share body now munya no not the hunters nekra can say other accoutrements na can body no young farmer. No, there are 2 things involved. 1, it's a ritual killing. 2, a human parts business, selling of human parts. And today, we are now certain parts of the journey, to different countries. And so these are the 2 areas. I mean, the past police for investigation, more. 1, ritual killing. 2, migration. I say trafficking in human parts. You're friend of trafficking in human parts.
Now, trafficking in human parts, that's all. In modern day,
because now I was a technical advisor to the head of the anti-human trafficking. It was Ghana Police Service. Your friend of Madam Patient Square. Or no, setting it up. Some I mean, President Obama buy on your award. And you were for many years, like 4, 5, 6 years. You could see, say, those things are there. Trafficking in human parts. And yes, trafficking in persons, they dealing in human parts as well. And it's a police for your least mistake. They will operate at the blind side of the police. In this particular cases, say rituals for money and all that. Trafficking in human parts. And the police for they investigating in that particular order.
If work Accra, say Nsem so na obeti say mankesim. As a Ghana no, say every day be a murder. What is going on security wise? So now we are a consultant.
Number 1, your system now you're more relaxed. Number 2, we don't punish crime as it is. Number 3, investigations about your problem. And then number 4, community your community police, they are not at many places. Then number 5, we as Ghanaians don't say we worship money. We are Bobra, we are Bobra. Yeah, we could talk now you decide onya can one. Some of us were giving Proverbs 22 verse 1, a good name is better than riches. But said that we worship money. And all manner of persons get money. Nobody asks what is their source of funding and what is their nature of business. But we worship them. And so, it is not gone. And then, and they wear suit and all manner of things they do. And see, that is us as Africans and Ghanaians. On to say, your best is your attitude. No, it will lead to many of the young ones getting involved in that business.
Thank you very much, Mr. Richard Kumado. Richard Kumado, a security consultant, a resident security consultant. Anytime we know other stations, or koye interview keke de yahano ahana or since anytime bambo won some bebe biano your friend na ye no edin kita na I mean utie na our in depth of whatever he's saying oni a police for ye adwuma che oni Ghana security for na ye adwuma che ntino bibi obeka biano eya na unim nea oka ugusa hye Nsem A Esisi e original television so ne ye hye nim say ye ne MC ya wo wa ebedi ikita ho anope my assurance obeye ready even though ombeko security meeting but obenya time dia ma teku so I try to say yensa ebeka no na ye no edi ikita ho ora mumin honorable mumin mpacho ofo ne ben wa ya na wa fa ne ne wakase pese ye hu say baby aye dark traffic your friend is saying street lights na ahemfo no complaining say most of the parts of Wa-Naa street lights in the home to no ya na esum wo ho and also betimi a contribute to whatever AC wo ho no then hihede na akoso a omode be fix street lights no ede amom and then going forward no what is the way forward edema community na say town wa residents a wa about killings ya koso wo ho no ade ya rehemu ba ko ne say yetimi ache prime suspect no police for at 100,000 Ghana cedis eto so say obi biara obetimi aboa with information no omo de sesika no ebema no 300 additional police officers e de akoka eye ne ewo Wa-Naa ho IGP akoho interior minister ora Bruce enso akoho a ye hwe nimu se one of any pa bon amame won omudi sa boni ebetimi achicho ebetimi achi omu nyina etimenya prime suspect de ye reporter na chemu a prime suspect no ne kasa oka no nche se ofi eye wa ho eye krom ho kasa oka na se ne din kura oje so no enche se ofi o se wo hwa ubebu se owa between 40 years and above into no police for kukumu a omoye investigation yes stress investigation bi se na ya na ebe contentem se na ebe ya yebehu ne akosi na watimi yetimi abo ye ho ban ewo ho ba biara Ghana ni bia wo bia no oye Ghana ni a obeka so na sa wa de wa ye te akra no bia na akokan na ye te Kumasi no decide sankofo ye syndicate wo so mo fi region to region ye ntimi anso ma no a ofiwa you never know which regional omo attackete de bia meka se nkane no na Ghana boni bi se de ye ka wa woti wo news ma woti wo countries we che but ne nyina aba ha efise ye yenkwa na eti ya ahoho abeka ye ho ahoho no so ba na ye ya so ya je o matu mo ye sika kakra na sebe nipa boni sembi o meka se ye no ne enso ye Ghana ba akopɛ ye kuro we ye ba akopɛ aha na wotimi sorry ekọ adwuma so every time awopɛ ekro no ma ye dendie na so Ghana fo wo be so na pa na obi akọ na adwuma so ne kakrawa na wakoje nti se owowa na enwumre na oye no indomie enwumre na obi e ne pub ema boys ebetina ho ejeje drinks nkakra na wetimi e de akoshe na busia I think say the rights I mean the premium security say onya no ese otuminya because ekoni mo ayehye it no man kofo no aduane bom a na crime no ye den doso ye hwe se ora IGP ekufu dampare betimi aso ano a sena security consultant ne ka no I mean nhyehyɛde o de egu akwan mu no sese no the steps in the right direction a obetimi aboa ama aso ne ekoso ano ewo wa aha na mede wo ebesi ewo original TV so ye news ebeba so 12 update biara ebefi wa ba ne de bebro owo na anase meda na ekoso ma kasim no so update biara no any all other stories aka biara no enyifia o ka tree station news papa dia yeah no we can say the BBC the Akan BBC or the Akan CNN I ewo me mo ye tree there my news no say that ko say ya no mo there na who the difference are me did akosi asabia asmeni me da production team na say Cynthia Cans any production team ni na MC a control obi bia me da ma say da sene we be say share ewo original TV cheers.